Hi Muses, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tonia and I am a final year nursing student. Before entering nursing, I had a completely different idea of what I thought nursing would be like, and I wish someone had told me the truth before getting into it. So I'm here today to tell you the truth. So in this video, we're going to be getting into things I wish I knew before studying nursing. Okay, firstly, nursing is physically demanding. Yeah, if you are not physically strong, I don't think you can survive in nursing. Nursing as a field requires a lot of physical strength. During your clinical postings, you're going to be standing a lot. You might even have to move patients at some point. Sometimes in classes, I stand for long hours, so you have to be physically fit. If you're someone that gets tired easily, I would advise you to take up exercises now before you get into nursing school. I do exercises myself. It mustn't be full-blown workouts. It could be maybe taking a walk, it could be jogging, it could be just anything minimal to kind of prepare you and prepare your body for what you are going to face. Secondly, nursing is not just about caring for people, it is a lot of responsibility. You will have to be responsible. You cannot afford to be unserious in nursing, because even during procedures like vital signs, giving medications, taking record of things, you have to be very careful. You have to be almost perfect even. Every single mistake you make tells. You can't be absent-minded. You have to give it your all. You have to give in your soul. My next point is that it requires emotional strength. I wish I knew how emotionally demanding nursing is. You are going to see people in pain, especially during your clinicals. You're going to see different kinds of illnesses. It can get overwhelming. I remember the first time I witnessed last office, the patient's relative was crying beside us. The whole thing was going on. I was overwhelmed. This was my very first time. I could not say a word. Like, it looked unreal. I could not help but put myself in their shoes. I was overwhelmed. But that's the thing, you have to be emotionally strong. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. If you're a crybaby, if you're someone that talks carelessly or anyhow, you would have to keep those at home. You can't bring it into nursing, because there you have to be professional to the core. You can't just act out. You have to put yourself together. It is emotionally demanding as well. Yes, you have to be empathetic. You have to be strong for them. I had to learn that while studying nursing. My next point is that you will not always feel confident in nursing. At the beginning, you may feel lost. I felt lost myself. I remember when we started clinicals newly, nurse in charge might ask a question and it would be something that I really know, but like there are doubts because I'm not sure. The whole environment is new to me. I mean, I've been to the hospital a couple of times, but not as a student nurse. Now I'm coming there for serious business, so it's like I was not so confident. And then someone else answers the question and it's like, I know this thing, but I'm not very confident. So you're going to feel lost. You might feel lost in the beginning, but how do you get around it? Constant practice. I would advise you get your own equipment, get the stethoscope, get the BP machine, the Spig, get the thermometer, get your own thermometer, get the pulse oximeter. Have it for yourself, because if you buy it, it serves you for a long time. So get it for yourself earlier on. That way you get to practice with them. My senior brother is a nurse. I already had those equipments at home, but then what I had was a digital BP machine. So in the hospital setting, you might need the manual one, the one you have to pump up. So what do you do if you're only accustomed with digital like me? I was confused when I got there. I was like, okay, so how do I operate this thing? So I had to learn, because sometimes the nurses are even going to ask you to do it and assume that you already know it. So if you don't know it, you're going to be looking very less confident. So the key to getting confidence at it is practice, constant practice. Get those equipments for yourself. If you're the type that would say, oh, I don't like to disturb people, the type that doesn't like to disturb people, you don't like to ask questions, you have to be assertive in nursing. Communication is key. If you don't know it, you cannot have pride in nursing, because people's health is involved. People's lives are in your hands, literally. So you'd have to communicate with your colleagues that might know it better. If they ask you to go and take vital signs, for instance, and you're not sure of the procedure, you don't know how to operate anyone, don't be shy. Ask your colleagues to help you. Tell the nurse that you don't know. I did it myself and it helped me. Even if they insult you, or even if they give off a certain attitude, it's to motivate you to actually go and learn it for yourself, so that tomorrow you don't ask the same question. So it helped me a lot. I started using the ones we had here at home to practice. With time I got used to it and I got more confident. I think healthcare is also about conviction. If you're approaching a patient to maybe carry out a procedure, you have to look confident. You have to look like you know what you're doing, and you have to actually know what you're doing. You cannot pick up the pulse oximeter, for instance, and your hands are shaking or trembling because you're not confident. You don't know how to operate it. If I'm the patient, I'll be scared to let you treat me. I'll be like, like I'll be scared to allow you to attend to me. I'm saying all these things from experience, either things I've experienced myself or things I've seen my colleagues go through. It's made me go back to the drawing board and learn myself, because sometimes if they teach it in class, it might not really enter if you don't practice it yourself. So constant practice is going to help you be confident in nursing. You also don't have to worry or panic or be like, oh, because at the time I still having doubts. I'm like, okay, am I even supposed to be here? Like, why don't I get this? Why don't I get that? But with time and with constant practice, you're going to get a hang of it. And that brings me to my next point: time management. As a nursing student, you have to have good time management skills. I set alarms a lot. In my phone, there's a lot of reminders. I have reminders for every single thing. With nursing, it's hard to find a balance, and your personal life, which is very, very important, still has to go on. And then there's a whole lot of things to study. Nursing is very broad. There's a whole lot of information. There's a whole lot of knowledge that you have to grasp, and it's not optional. You have to know those things for it to actually work. So you have to read. You have to read far beyond what is taught in class. It is tasking. It will take your time. So I set reminders a lot. In my phone, there's always an alarm for everything. And boy, has it helped me. Even though sometimes I be snoozing the damn alarm and stopping a ball, at least it does help me. So I would advise that you set alarms too. It could help you plan better. I'm also someone that loves watching movies a lot. So there's literally an alarm for my leisure time, for my me time. Like, that's just how I balance it. If not, all my life would be about nursing, and there has to be a balance. And my next point is that people will romanticize nursing. Yeah, before you get into nursing, a lot of people are going to, come with their opinions. Nurse this, nurse that. Nursing is, hot cake, quote unquote. Study it, and they say it like it's easy. They make it seem so, easy and everything. I am here to tell you that nursing is not aesthetically pleasing at all. It's even worse on social media, TikTok, Instagram. You see a lot of fine nurses, a lot of pretty girls studying nursing. It's more of the girls. Now, I'm not saying that you not look good in nursing. I'm not saying that you wouldn't have the time to take care of yourself. I mean, that's a stretch. I'm just saying that the real deal, the work, is not aesthetically pleasing. Clinical posting will expose you to these things. Yeah, there's a lot of dirty work in nursing. A lot of dirty work. A lot. I can't have these nails. If I had lectures today, I can't have these nails on. Talk more of in the clinical setting. I cannot have them on. I can't have my hair long flying around. And personally, I prefer long hair. So letting go of those was a big deal to me. If you're like me, how do you get around it? If you're going to go for long hairs, go for hairstyles that you can easily pack up, roll up into a bun, or style differently, so that if need be, you can easily just pack it up. Or better still, go for short hairstyles. I only get proper nails done during the holidays or long breaks. Aside from that, person nails to the rescue. Maybe if you have an event in between or something, just go for person nails. You can easily just pull them out and go for your lectures or your postings. And the thing is that this is not just for you to look professional or for the safety of the patients. It's also for your own safety. There's something called nosocomial infections. These are infections that you can pick up from the hospital area that are not the ones you came there with. So imagine you as a health worker coming to nurse patients and then picking up an infection and going back home with it. That is sad, for lack of a better word. So you can't have your hair flying around. It could easily, get hooked to stuff or like trap death or spread infection. You can't have long fingernails because it can trap death. So it's either you get really short nails, which I don't know how you want to do it, or you let go of it entirely. If you cannot let go of the long hairs, the nails, the long nails, the chunky jewelries, nursing might not be for you. You might look into career paths on the entertainment industry, maybe fashion, film, theater arts, or influencing, because in nursing it is not allowed. You might even get embarrassed. Lecturers are strict with dress codes. In the hospital, the senior nurses, the matrons, they check those things. So you also want to avoid embarrassment. If you like soft life like me, you might have to suspend that and get into the ghetto work. So yeah, that brings me to all my points. These are things I wish I knew before entering school to study nursing. I wish someone had told me these things. If you're a nursing student already and you have other points you feel they should know, people wanting to enter nursing should know before applying to enter, you can put it down in the comment section. You can even disagree with some of the things I've said and give your opinions in the comment section. I would accept that. And now overall, nursing is a very beautiful course. These things are not to to discourage you if you want to study nursing. It's a very nice course. If you have passion for it, I feel like these things will be a cakewalk for you, because it won't be hard for you to make compromises and find your way around. But if you're not, if you're just doing it because maybe someone has said you should do it, or you're seeing people doing it and it looks good, and not because you know it's something you want to do, I would advise you think it through before applying to any school to study nursing. It is not easy, both here and abroad. It is not easy anywhere. Prepare your mind and yourself to read a lot. There's a lot of reading involved in nursing. Even after you graduate, you're still going to be reading. You're still going to be researching things for them to stick, because there's a lot of information to grasp. Reading is a constant in nursing. It's a non-negotiable. You have to read. So yeah, this is the end of my video. I find that some people watch my videos without subscribing to my channel. Please do me a favor and click the subscribe button below. Just click it and that's all you have to do. If you want to get notified whenever I post a new video, there's a bell icon below as well. Turn it on, and whenever I post a new video, you will get notified. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you found this informative, if you found it educative, please give it a thumbs up, okay? And if you're an aspiring nursing student, you can drop your questions in the comment section and I'll gladly answer, either in the comment section or in a separate video. If there are things you want to know, if there are questions you want to ask, or things you want me to explain further, drop your questions in the comment section and I'll be glad to answer. That brings me to the end of my video. If you watched up to this point, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next one. Bye. Peace.